Hello, my name is Angie, and I'm about to join the ranks of YouTubers who post frequently on YouTube about their journey getting bariatric surgery. I'm specifically going to be getting a vertical sleeve gastrectomy. It's about 3 weeks, maybe a month out still. I'm on the CPAP portion of getting ready for surgery. My surgeon requires, if you've been prescribed a CPAP, he requires that you do 30 days of 4 hours a day on your CPAP machine. So I am currently doing that before they'll schedule me for surgery. I first started this process almost a year ago with the community seminar that they give, and I did not realize it would take so long. It's taken since last August when I went to the seminar until now before I finally got approval from my insurance, and they've never denied me or anything like that. It was just getting the records ready. I hadn't had recently enough. There, my neighbor dog's barking. Just ignore it. I have to. But getting enough diet counseling with my doctor. I had to go and get 6 months of that because I didn't have notes on my on my medical record, of having had diet counseling. So I had to have that because apparently my insurance company prefers that. So it took a really long time. I saw dietitians, I saw a nutritionist, I saw my doctor, and here I am. And in the meantime, the insurance companies had to pay for a couple of sleep studies and, many visits to my doctor. And, well, if that's what they require, then I guess they're willing to pay for it. But that's thankfully over. And to anyone out there who's in the long wait, trying to get approval, almost a year, and I'm still, trying to get all my ducks in a row before they'll schedule the surgery. But anyone out there who's already had it, if you could contact me, give me some tips, something that would be useful going into the actual surgery, that would be helpful. Anything surprising that you didn't expect, or like in the hospital, any items that you needed or wished you'd had or had and loved and it was very useful. I would love to hear about that, just because I want to be as prepared as possible. I'm not terribly nervous about the surgery itself. I don't know, I'm kind of laid back, so I usually don't get too worked up about that kind of stuff. I don't know. But I guess a little bit more about me. I've been morbidly obese since I was 7. I remember when I was 7 going to the doctor and I weighed 116 pounds and the words morbidly obese were on the report that they gave my mother, and I remember she pointed at it and she made this face like, ugh. Ugh, that was, it's just so clear in my memory that happening, and I've been morbidly obese ever since. Another kind of standout weight for me for some reason, I was 13 and I weighed 221 pounds. I think I was at a chiropractor, and yeah, I don't know, I was in the 260s when I was in high school. My highest weight was 2 years ago, and I weighed 305 pounds. I'm currently at about 270 pounds. I kind of bounce around between like 269 and 273. I've lost about 20 pounds since about 10-15 pounds since last year. Mostly because they kind of scared me. They said don't gain weight between your first appointment and your appointment with the surgeon because the insurance companies don't like it and they might just, put the kibosh on the whole thing. So I was really nervous about that. So I've done a pretty good job keeping off. I think I was at 278 for my first visit, and then I've kept it off since then, which feels like a minor miracle. But I'm still overweight, and I still, no matter what I've done, I'm not able to lose it and keep it off. Like most people who are overweight, I think we've all lost and gained just monstrous amounts of weight in our lifetimes, or at least our lifetimes as an overweight person. And I accidentally hit the stop recording button. One thing that I think might surprise people who don't have a weight problem is not all of us, don't like exercise. I actually quite like it, but as I've said, I've been morbidly obese since I was a small child. Exercise has never been anything but uncomfortable or even painful for me. But when I lost, that 60 pounds a couple of years ago, I was walking every day, 3-5 miles a day. On weekends, I would go hiking, and I loved it. And, I've always wanted to, I haven't ridden a bike since I was a teenager, and I want to do that again. And I think I would really enjoy it. I like going out on trails, but they're very long, and you have to, devote an entire day sometimes to hiking a whole trail, but, you could bike it in a fraction of the time, and I would love to do that. But I don't want to be seen on a bicycle. That's as simple as that. I mean, yeah, I could find one that could hold me. I know people heavier than I who, go biking a lot, but the idea of being seen riding a bicycle? No, I'm not going to do it. And I've actually even made kind of a promise to myself that once I hit 200 pounds, that's when I would ride a bike, whether or not I look like I want to or not. That's the point. That's when I'm going to start doing that. I enjoy yoga, but, I've got 150 extra pounds on me. I'm 5 feet tall, and I weigh 270 pounds. It's not easy to get around. It's not easy. Yeah, so these are the things that kind of brought me to the point where I've said, okay, fine, I need the surgery. And people that I've told, which are two people, that'd be my boss and my mother. My mom was fine with it. My boss, on the other hand, she's so sweet, and I adore her. And the first thing she said is, but you're perfect the way you are. And I don't know, I'm almost like, I feel like I'm going to get emotional right now, because thank you, I appreciate that. It's a lovely thing to say, but I'm not perfect. I can't walk up a flight of stairs without my knees hurting, without breathing hard. I'm not perfect the way I am. I may be relatively happy the way I am. I may be able to live probably a pretty happy life the way I am, but physically, it would be a short one. My dad died at 53 from a heart attack, and as long as I can remember, he was morbidly obese. My mother is about to have an ankle transplant, and while she's not morbidly obese, she's definitely overweight and has never exercised, not since college, she's never been a particularly healthy person in that regard. My brother's on the other hand, one of my brothers is almost 40, and he goes mountain biking all the time, and he goes to mountain biking competitions and things. My other brother's a Green Beret, so yeah, there's a lot of people say there's a genetic argument, but I missed the boat on that one, because not Green Beret material here, that's for sure. But I've rambled on and said far too many things, probably, and I will undoubtedly be mortified, and I will undoubtedly edit this video. But back to my original plea. Anyone who has any suggestions for me going into the surgery, if you have anything that, like I said, you wished you'd taken, whatever, let me know, comments, emails, whatever. I'll take whatever help I can get. But one thing that I really am curious about, if there was anything unexpected, any unexpected element for you after the surgery, something you didn't think was going to happen but did, something you didn't think would be a problem but was, or the other way, something you expected to be a problem and it wasn't. I would be really curious to hear all of those things. I say a lot. But I've gotten a lot out of YouTube videos and I've had like YouTube marathons of watching people who've had bariatric surgery, whether it was a sleeve, lap band, RNY, whatever. And so hopefully I can add to that and help other people, but also information. I could always use it, and I think anybody can. So yeah, I think that'll be it for me today. I'm going to try to update again maybe before the surgery and then after, and then we'll see where it goes from there. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. There we go.